Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about one of the biggest fallacies prevalent in financial community to judge market valuation. And this is the fallacy of using an index P multiple to judge whether the market is cheap or expensive. To understand this, let's start with a small game. We want to judge the value of this mystery coin box, and the coins in this box would be either a gold coin or a silver coin. We assume that the value of a gold coin or the fair worth of a gold coin is rupees 5,000 per coin, and the worth of a silver coin is rupees 100 per coin. Now, when you look at these three boxes, which box do you think is the cheapest box? Remember, you don't know what's inside these boxes. What you only know is that there are 4 coins in each of these boxes and they are all available at different prices. Green box is available at 10,200 rupees a box. The blue box is available at 15,100 rupees a box. And the red box is available at 5,300 rupees a box. On a per coin basis, which box appears cheap? Common sense answer is the red box, right? Because it is having the lowest MRP, 5,300 rupees, and it gives you 4 coins. So the price per coin is just rupees 1,325. Now let's see what's inside these boxes to get a sneak peek on what would be the worth of these. Let's start with the green box. So the green box has 2 gold coins and 2 silver coins. And now, based on our initial assumptions, we can arrive at the worth of this box as follows. 2 gold coins are valued at 10,000 rupees and 2 silver coins at 200 rupees. So the combined value of this entire box is 10,200, and the value on a per coin basis is 2,550 per coin. Now let's go to the next box, the blue box. In this blue box, we have replaced 1 silver coin with a gold coin. So now this blue box has 3 gold coins and 1 silver coins. The value of this box or the worth of this box jumps to 15,100 rupees. And since this box also has 4 coins, the value on a per coin basis has gone up to 3,775 per coin. And now the red box, which was our cheapest box. Now this box has only 3 silver coins and 1 gold coin. What would be the worth of this? Value is 5,300 rupees for the entire box, which means on a per coin basis, the worth of this box is 1,325 per coin. Now, which according to you is the cheapest box? Now you can see through what is there in each of these boxes. You know the contents of this box. So now, based on your understanding and knowledge, you can confidently answer that none of these boxes is either cheap or expensive. All of them are fairly priced. Now let's take this analogy to the stock market. The coin box is like the stock market index, a collection of coins or stocks. The gold coin is like a high P multiple stock, let's say like an FMCG company or an information technology company. And the silver coin is like a low P multiple stock, like let's say a banking business or some metal company. Now, at this base index level, let's say, which is the green box, we have 2 gold coins or 2 high P multiple stocks in this index and 2 silver coins or 2 low P multiple stocks in this index. The value of this index is 10,200, but more importantly, on a per coin basis, the value of this index is 2550, and this is the most commonly used multiple, that is the PE multiple. So the value per coin is similar to the P multiple which we use for an index. So this is the base. Now when we go to the next box, the blue box, this appears expensive. How? If you look at the per coin price, it has jumped to 3,775 per coin, which means the value has gone up or the price has gone up. But the reason why it has gone up is because we have replaced one silver coin with one gold coin. This means that in an index, if you replace a low P multiple company with a higher P multiple company, the index appears expensive. We all know that P multiples are arrived at after looking at long-term potential of each and every company. The P multiple is dependent on what is the underlying growth prospects of a company, what are the returns on equity, what is the cost of equity, so on and so forth. So each company has a fair multiple, and if it is a company which deserves a high multiple, it is like a gold coin, and a company which deserves a low multiple, it is like a silver coin. So coming back to this example, if in this index, if you now have more gold coins, it would appear expensive, the P multiple would appear expensive, and vice versa. In this red box, as you can see, we have more silver coins, 3 silver coins and only 1 gold coin, which means this index will appear cheap. In summary, as investors, we should avoid analyzing market valuation by just looking at index valuation. So for example, let's go to this original analogy. If you don't know what is inside the index, you will be deceived in believing that the red box is cheaper. But what you should do is look inside the index. What type of coins or what type of stocks is the index made up of, and what is the worth of each of these stocks, and then add up all of these worth of these stocks to arrive at the fair worth of the index. So for example, if let's say the green box was available at 12,000, it would be expensive. If the blue box was available for 12,000, it is cheap. And if the red box is available for 12,000, it is very, very expensive. And this is what cheap and expensive should be, and not just the sticker price. Due to the inherent statistical challenges, drawing conclusion from index PE multiple or index price to book can be highly misleading. We all know that these ratios are used because they are available. But remember, just because they are available doesn't mean that it is the best way to judge. It can lead to highly misleading conclusions. And hence, what we should do is consider the fair value of the index to judge market valuation levels. Thank you.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.